Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 429. I'm Phil Graham. It's July 29th, 2025, last episode of July. I hope you're doing amazing. I've got a great show for you guys today. I'm going to be sharing my 3-minute Facebook and Instagram ads health check. So maybe your ads aren't working the way you want. And before you panic and just start from scratch or do something crazy like follow one of those idiot fake gurus that are promising fake riches, which you should stay away from, take a breath and run this quick little 3-minute health check. Typically in just a few minutes, it'll help me know if there's an issue, whether it might be the creative or the targeting, or maybe the landing page that's causing problems, and more importantly, what I should do next. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys in today's episode. Again, I hope you guys are doing amazing. If you guys are looking for some help with your ads, whether that's one-on-one coaching and consulting, or somebody running your ads for you, for either one of those things, just go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital, and we can set up a short Zoom call, and I would love to connect with you. Also, if you guys ever have ideas for episode topics, let me know. A lot of these topics come from you guys, and that's important to me, so I'd love to hear that as well. So I'm going to jump right in, because if your Facebook and Instagram ads haven't been working, or maybe not working as well as you would like, but you're not sure why, before you just change everything, I'm going to teach you this simple 3-minute health check that you can do. Now, this is something that's very important. Most people know whether their ads are working or they're not. That's easy. What's not easy is to know why, whether it's working or not. Knowing why takes you to a whole nother level that is probably above 99% of other advertisers out there. Most don't know why. Most are just randomly doing things, not strategically and with not a lot of skill, and just hoping for the best, which is kind of a recipe for error and disaster. So I don't want that to be you. So let's talk about how do we figure out the why. Now, is this going to be everything you need? Probably not. But sometimes this quick little health check that I call it, sometimes it can be really helpful to identify what you might test or fix. Even if it's not the exact thing, maybe it'll get you closer to what is. So let's go down the list and talk about these things. So here's my little checklist. Number 1, what do? I start off by looking at the overall return on ad spend and cost per lead or cost to acquire customers. So that gives me kind of a baseline of where we're at. And I compare it to where it was before and what our benchmarks are. Second thing I do is what I call a CTR check. So I look at the click-through rate and I look at what's called link click-through rate. You don't want to pay attention really to click-through rate all, because that includes clicks on the ad, like likes, comments, etc. The link click-through rate is specifically focused on people that click the call to action link for your ad and go where you want them to go. That's really important. So what I do is I look at that, and I've got a benchmark for every single industry based off of years of data and experience. If I had to just give you, without knowing your exact industry, give you a number to go with, I would say when you're looking at that, if your link click-through rate is under 1%, let's say it's less than 1%, there's a good chance you've got an issue either with your creatives or your messaging, or it could even be your audience. But that's a pretty low click-through rate. And the issue may not be on your website, it may not be the offer, but it's more likely to be a creative messaging or audience issue. So first, I determine where are we at on the click-through rate. Are we above or below benchmark? The next thing I do is a CPC check, which is cost per click. How much are you paying per click? Not only do I look at what it is right now, but I look at what it has been historically on average, and also the past couple weeks and past couple months. Has it changed or not? And then again, just like click-through rate, I've got a benchmark for cost per click for every industry based off of years of experience and data. So what I'm looking for in terms of cost per click is very specific depending on the industry and those different things. However, if it seems really high, then you might have an issue again at the ad level. your targeting might be bad or your creative might be bad. But again, if your cost per click is really high, that can make it difficult to have success, even if everything is perfect after the ads. So that's something that might show you, hey, my cost per click is really high. Maybe my click-through rate is low. Maybe our creative is just not aligning with the audience. Maybe we need to change the audience, or maybe we need to change the creative, or maybe both. But those things can help you with that. Now, if I were to go the other route, let's say your click-through rate is great and your cost per click is really good, then that would actually show me maybe the opposite. Maybe you've got your targeting and your creative dialed in. Then we might start looking at the other side of the ad. What's going on? What's our conversion rate on the landing page or the website? Is the website loading fast enough? Maybe it's loading slow. Do we need to change our offer or change our ad copy on that page? So this stuff will tell you, hey, is the problem more likely on the ad side, or is it maybe on the other side of the ads? That's why it's so important. It's taking me longer than a few minutes to describe this, but as you do this and you get good at it, you can get it done really quick. Obviously, it's going to take some time for you to get good at it, but hey, this is a great thing to do with your ads. The next thing I look at, let's call it thumb stopping rate. So is your ad thumb stopping? I look really strongly and closely at whatever the hook of the ad is. And that means the headline, the first thing your ad copy says, as well as either the image or thumbnail if it's a video, and the first thing you might say in the video. Because we have to determine, hey, if it's a video, are people watching more than 3 seconds? Are they even seeing this? Or maybe the hook is really weak and it's just blending in and nobody's seeing it. So I always check for thumb stopping rate. There's not like a number I look for, but I'm looking at it with my experience and skill to see if I think the hook is strong enough or not. And if not, that's something that we need to change and then test. The next thing I do is a comments check. You need to look and see, are you getting comments on your ad? And if so, what are they like? Are people confused? Are the comments completely irrelevant to what the ad is about? Is there a bunch of toxic stuff on there? I mean, you're going to get some toxic stuff, but you shouldn't get a ton. But if those things are happening, then your messaging might not be clear enough, or maybe you've got the wrong audience. So that's something you need to also look at as well. And then lastly, the other thing I'll look at in this 3-minute window of time is on the other side of the ads, and that's our conversion rate. So whether it's a landing page, whether it's for leads or customers or something else, what percentage of people that visit a certain page that we're sending them to are converting? And if it's really low, if it's not good, and again, just like some of the other stuff, I've got conversion rate percentages based off of industry. If it's not good, then we have to take a strong look at what that page says, how fast it loads. Is it clear? Is there a clear call to action? Do we need to redo, what it says? It leads me in the right direction. Are you going to fix all this in 3 minutes? No. But this 3-minute health check that you should be doing on a regular basis, I would say weekly at the very least, can lead you in the right direction. And the better you get at this, the quicker you're going to get at it. And you're going to be able to start testing things, making small changes, and then using data to make better decisions. And again, that will probably put you ahead of most other advertisers. So if things are not going how you want, don't just automatically quit or feel like you have to rebuild everything. Do this and start refining things. It's like a little mini audit. Is it as good as a full-on audit that I would do for a client? No, of course not. But it's a lot better than probably what you're doing right now in a lot of cases. And when you've got campaigns that maybe aren't working at all or as well as you would like, don't assume everything's broken. Sometimes it's just a small tweak that needs to happen. And when you run this health check, you might just catch the issue by testing in a smart way. And as always, just a reminder, it's always important to point out that every business is unique. Results can vary. There's no guaranteed outcomes. So always keep that in mind. So I hope that was helpful, you guys. Episode 429 is in the books. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to get in touch, philgrahamdigital.com is the website, or DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. And I will talk to you guys on next week's episode. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.